Yeah, so here we are. I'm back again with another interesting topic. This time I'm in Richmond, Virginia, my home place, my home city, sitting outside my crib enjoying this beautiful weather. You know, so I know a lot of my people, a lot of my audience probably has no clue as to what Bilderberg is or what it's going to mean to live in a technocratic world. But hopefully this video will put you up onto the game that's being played with your life. You know, this is not a conspiracy. I want you to know that anything I say, not just on this video, anything that I say can be verified through doing your own research. Alright, so to understand where I'm going with this, first, you must know that the Bilderberg Society or the Bilderberg Group is comprised of the world's powers. They assemble every year to make new plans that will be implemented to control all of us. Alright, so one of the growing topics of discussion this year has been the close relationship that the Bilderberg Group has had with Google CEO Eric Schmidt. He has been seen at Bilderberg conferences in the past, and more we have been seeing Google become the answer to the world's questions and the most important piece to the world's prevailing governor, the internet. Isn't it incredible how everything that we want to know or could possibly imagine is on Google? Google it is commonly used today to settle disputes or to find out information on anything. Supposedly, Schmidt is being passed the torch, meaning that he is the head of the two, Bilderberg and Google. Now, isn't that odd? The two have combined to fulfill this agenda for a technocratic world order. Today, I want to talk to you about Intellistreets, the Intellistreets program, and the role that it will play in the control of the world. Now, keep in mind, this is only one aspect of what's going on. And I stress to you that you do your own research, not only to verify what I'm saying, but to build your wealth of knowledge on your surroundings. Be knowledgeable about what's going on around you. Know the ledge. Now, Intellistreets is kind of old. To my knowledge, it's been around for at least 2 years now and has realistically been used in cities in the United Kingdom and in America. But some of you are unaware and have not been informed, so you're probably wondering, what the hell is Intellistreets?
Some critics say this is nothing more than the watchful eye of Big Brother keeping track of your every moment. 7 Action News reporter Julie Bonovich gives us a closer look at this high-tech system from Farmington Hills.
Your attention, please.
That voice you hear,
Your attention, please.
came from this streetlight.
Please stand by for a public safety announcement.
In each lighting fixture or in each lighting pole, there's a processor very much like an iPhone. And it takes inputs and outputs, it talks back and forth, and the poles actually talk to each other. The ribbon is cut.
Inventor Ron Harwood unveiled the intelligent light in a ribbon-cutting ceremony. With funding help from the Department of Energy, Harwood's Farmington Hills company, Illuminating Concepts, started designing the wireless communication system after the horrors of September 11th and Hurricane Katrina.
And it became really obvious to myself and my staff that we could do something that would make people more informed, make them safer.
LED video screens and cameras add to the wireless infrastructure that is remotely controlled. It can provide entertainment, save energy, make announcements.
This is a security alert.
And it even counts people for police.
When I come into view of that streetlight, when I look at that camera, the person on the other side sees the white specks and the black marks, sensing that somebody's there. And if they want, they can even take my picture.
The system is also capable of recording conversations, making critics cry invasion of privacy.
This is not a a system with spook technology. It's much more transparent.
These light poles will sit on 10 Mile Road just east of Orchard Lake Road. Harwood already has orders from cities across Metro Detroit, Chicago, Pittsburgh, and he's working with Homeland Security. Homeland Security. Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. Now you heard that. Believe that news clip is from like 2011. So, Intellistreets is one of the first installments of technology that will be used in smart cities. The two, Bilderberg and Google, have a plan for smart cities on the agenda at this year's Bilderberg Conference, which is set to take place in Watford in the United Kingdom from June 6th to June 9th. Okay, so with that being said, I've heard all the theories about the Boston Marathon bombings being set up by the government. But I haven't heard anyone say why it was set up. So since then, news and media conglomerate CNN has called for real-time surveillance of all street video cameras.
Marks 1 month since the deadly double bombing at the Boston Marathon, and by now you're probably very familiar with the faces and names of the two people who allegedly planned and carried it out. The Tsarnaev brothers were even captured on surveillance cameras before their bombs exploded. It's frustrating for people in Boston to see the terrorists on video, knowing that police weren't even looking for them. CNN's Paula Newton reports for us.
For it to be preventative, Juliet, what needs to happen?
You would need the cameras at the right place at the right time, being monitored not just by people, but by trained people who know what they're looking for, who would be able to see suspicious activity and get public safety there in time to stop it.
Real-time surveillance is what can make a difference.
And that's very doable from a technology standpoint.
In fact, in central London, as part of a demonstration, authorities track and trace my every move through the crowded streets, a policing tool to look for suspicious behavior or packages.
That just didn't happen here in Boston. There was no real-time surveillance. Now, a criminal complaint filed in this case does show that a camera from this restaurant picked up Jahar Tsarnaev, the younger brother, standing right here for about 4 minutes. Pretty casually, he drops his knapsack and walks away.
There's no guarantee, though, that even real-time spy cameras will prevent the next terror attack. Some warn that's why they may be effective in some settings, but can't outweigh the risk it poses to privacy and freedom.
And we need to put in place some reasonable checks and balances to ensure that the police are focused on people that they have suspicion of wrongdoing against, right? Not all of us.
Still, investigators were left to rely on private security cameras and the public's help in order to identify the suspects, even though a real-time portrait of the attack was just waiting to be discovered. Paula Newton, CNN, Boston.
Okay, so here's when Intellistreets comes into play. With 9/11, Hurricane Katrina, and the recent bombings in Boston all being Homeland Security issues, Intellistreets light poles can now be implemented into smart cities and used as so-called Homeland Security efforts. Essentially, this is going to remove all of the thoughts of invasion of privacy from our minds and blindfold us into thinking that the surveillance is making it a safer place for us to live. Unfortunately, this will only be the beginning of a barrage of technological advancements that will be used to control a population of people. The advancements will be designed by Google and implemented into every single society to fulfill the agenda of a technocratic world order. Google already has all the answers, and they will have all the control too. Transition is here, y'all. Please open your eyes. Next video is coming soon.
Intellistreets' energy management system creates the most flexible and longest-lasting LED luminaires available. Flexibly programmed and dimmed with additional thermal monitoring, our systems can extend luminaire life as much as 50% more than current industry standards and save an additional 25% in energy costs. Simply by taking advantage of the nightly needs of your lighting system, you can provide full brightness during peak usage and then later, say when vehicular, parking, or pedestrian traffic is lower, reduce the lighting and energy usage to not only save money, but extend system life. Intellistreets takes advantage of the existing power supply, and in many cases can even reuse your existing poles. You can achieve a fully featured system by simply changing the street light. The intelligence of the system resides in the unique dual-band radio system and miniature computer with data storage capacity, essentially quite similar to an iPhone. Intellistreets processors are in each streetlight and communicate with each other in a mesh format. So even when poles are damaged by vehicles, the system works around the problem. Our luminaires monitor the system energy costs, grid power or off-grid power, and system integrity. Reports can be generated nightly, and internal LED indicators let service techs know what fixture needs tending to, even though the location is logged in the report. Intellistreets is so smart that it can know where the sun is and turn off one side of the street before the other. The Intellistreets processors store and analyze data, soundtracks, announcements, commercials, and even video files. Intellistreets luminaires achieve a breakthrough in urban media design by integrating a patented full-range speaker system, one of many firsts for Intellistreets. Unique to Intellistreets is a digital LED banner system. For densely populated, high-profile urban areas, this LED banner system can be a key component to maximizing civic awareness through advertising coming events, road rerouting for parades, and street maintenance. This system links to the Amber Alert Center as well. Advertising for the Central Business District shopkeepers and national brands can create a significant revenue stream. Also available are digital street signs, which are an extremely economic means of achieving timely routing for theater and stadium districts, even assisting in parking lot directions by connecting to a digital parking structure system or via many forms of interfaces available through Intellistreets. Imagine a seamlessly integrated urban media system that begins with solid energy management and achieves all aspects of public communications. For bus stops, rail stations, people movers, whatever your communication needs are, Intellistreets is there to make it a reality. Unlike wired methods where many miles of cable are required to install light, sound, and video control, Intellistreets is a simple and robust wireless network that requires no underground costs. Perfect not only for urban areas and suburban shopping centers, Intellistreets is the solution for all college campuses. From game days to parent weekends and for every purpose in between, Intellistreets provides a 24-hour area-wide solution to communicating with the student population. From wayfinding and bidirectional voice communications to soundtracks and exceptional lighting solutions, Intellistreets is the world's first and only outdoor media solution. Available in a variety of architectural styles and accompanied by a robust platform of digital wireless solutions, Intellistreets also enables a myriad of homeland security features,